Today I'm so excited because I'm coming at you with a self-care Sunday video. And today I'm going to be talking about 7 ways in which you can show your body self-love. If you apply these, I know you're going to start to feel so much better about yourself, about the body, the temple that you're living in, and you can add each of these little tips into every single day, and I promise over time you're going to see incredible results and also just feel incredible about who you truly are. So let's get started. So important to incorporate self-love into your everyday because it adds a compound effect to your life. And what I mean by that is that if you add a little bit of self-love into every day, over the course of, let's say, a week, a month, a year, if you're maintaining a self-love practice every single day, that love that you have for yourself has no choice but to grow into something very beautiful, to grow into a filled cup within you, full of good feelings and thoughts towards yourself. And the more that you can work on the relationship with yourself, the better and more fulfilling your life will be. That's just the way that it is. And I know those of you out there know that. So let's get into the 7 tips that I have. The number 1 tip that I have is that each morning I take the time to do a face mask. The reason why I love to do this is because it gets me focused on my skin and showing appreciation for my skin. I've gone through bouts of acne in my life, or not feeling good about my complexion or how I'm looking. And by actively taking the time each day to treat myself to a mask, not only does it feel like I'm going to the spa, but it also just shows appreciation for my body when I rub the mask on my skin and I take it off, and I just really take the time to appreciate all that my skin does for me. It protects us, after all. It protects us from all sorts of things, from germs, bacteria, from weather. So really take the time to appreciate your skin and send it those nice loving thoughts. The next tip that I have is to put on body lotion every day. So I personally am someone who showers in the morning and the evening before I go to bed. Right after I get out of the shower and pat myself dry, I have this beautiful, wonderful lavender lotion that I put all over my body. And while I'm putting this lotion on my body, I take the time to send it loving thoughts. You can say these out loud, or you can say them in your head, but just like, I love you skin, I love you arms, I love you legs, I love everything that you do for me. And there might be resistance about this at first when you're doing it, but the more and more that it becomes habitual for you, the better you begin to feel about your body, the more accepting you are of your body, and the more that you appreciate every single thing that your body does for you. Because think about it, your body does so many things that our brain can't even comprehend. It's so much in our subconscious. The body regulates our breathing, the body regulates blood flow, it reminds your heart to beat, it gets your hair to grow. So there's so many things that the body does, there's so many things to be grateful for. So taking the time to intentionally put on something like lotion and just say those words, whisper those words of thank yous and gratitude, it goes a long way. The next thing I want to share with you guys is taking time to use acupressure. So I've shared the acupressure mat with you on this channel before, and I also have an acupressure ball. I use these whenever I'm feeling a little bit tense in my shoulders, or when I may be facing something like restless leg syndrome. So acupressure, I actually do have a special discount for acupressure mats if you guys are interested. It's always linked down below. This isn't sponsored whatsoever, but it's just something that's really helped me to relieve tension in my body. So I'm someone who carries a lot of weight on my shoulders, not in the literal sense, but just when things are happening, I'm always hunched over my computer. I work from my computer quite a bit, and I do hold a lot of tension in my shoulders. So when I do recognize that that's what's happening to me, or I do recognize like I'm facing restless leg syndrome more frequently now, I take the time to use my acupressure mats. It's just simply using metals that are already occurring in the body to allow a more regular flow of energy and blood within your body, and it's truly relieving, which is why I want to share that with you. It's just more about being in tune with your body when it needs help and support from you, and another way that you can do that. And speaking of the body and taking care of it, I probably couldn't do this video without yoga. I personally am not someone who does yoga every day. I know how important and how beautiful it is for your body, but it's not something that I always feel in flow with or in tune with. I'm actually someone who dances every day to music in my morning routine when I'm getting ready. Something like yoga though is very beneficial. I'm setting the intention that 2020 I'm gonna have a more regular yoga practice in my life. I do go to the gym quite frequently, and I do really enjoy that activity with my body. And what I want to offer up for you guys is a reframe. So I used to go to the gym or do physical activities solely with the focus on, okay, we gotta get fit, we're gonna lose weight. Like that was my intentions around working out, which led to unhealthy habits, unhealthy eating habits, dieting, restricting, things like that. But now I view exercise and any kind of physical activity as enjoyment and as treating my body to something special, as taking care of my body. And when I start to view it like that and release thoughts of weight loss or working off what I ate the previous night before, I began to cultivate a lot more respect for my body and what I'm doing for it. It's all about those powerful intentions. And with that health piece in mind, I'll move on to food. So I used to be someone, yes, I used to diet all the time, try different things like the South Beach diet or restricting all carbs, cutting things out, and that's no way to live, you guys. I'm telling you right now, like for me personally, it meant adopting a plant-based diet. So adopting a vegan diet really helped me to come to terms with feeling good about food and eating food on a regular basis and intuitive eating. I struggled for the majority of my life with food until I took the vegan journey. And in no way do I ever like push veganism on you guys, but it's something that truly helped me. Is like I finally felt like I found the way in which I could nourish my body and feel good. I always had allergies to dairy and other sensitivities to things like meat, and when I finally said no to them and cultivated that from a place of passion and started to get creative in the kitchen with fruits and vegetables, I just found a whole new way of life. So I encourage you guys, if you are someone who struggles with your relationship with food, is to perhaps look more into cultivating a plant-based diet. And I'll leave some of my what I ate in a day vegan videos down below, because hopefully that will grant you some inspiration of how fun it can be to fuel your body with nourishing foods that allow you to just practice that self-love and give your body all the nutrients that it needs. The next tip that I want to share with you guys is an oral health routine. I actually have a full video on my oral health routine, which I'll link down below, but this is so important, okay? I cannot stress enough how important an oral health routine is, because it's taking care of your mouth, okay? The place where you voice your opinions, the place where you cultivate a lot of power in your life, the place where you nourish your body with food. This is a very powerful place in your body energetically. And when you start to view it like that, and when you start to treat it with care and respect, I'm telling you, the better my oral health routine is, I have better overall health, fresh breath all the time, because I brush my teeth after each meal, I floss at least twice a day, I use one of my favorite products, which is BR Rinse by Essential Oxygen, and I just really take the time to respect that part of my body. I'm telling you, when you have a good oral health routine, you just feel fresh. You feel like a fresh, vibrant human. My last tip is one that might bring up a lot of resistance in you depending on where you're at with your self-love journey. But you must follow the resistance, because where the resistance is where the transformations will happen. So this tip is to stand in front of the mirror and acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge yourself for how beautiful you are. Acknowledge yourself for parts of your body that maybe you have a hard time accepting. Begin to tell yourself that you are beautiful. I encourage you guys to do this when you're naked. Yeah, when you're naked, stand in front of the mirror and just begin to appreciate your body. Appreciate everything that it does for you. Appreciate this vessel that you have to travel through life with, because the more and more that you strengthen this relationship with yourself, the easier and more abundant life gets. And I know it can be difficult if there's parts of your body that you have a hard time accepting or have a difficult time creating a good feeling behind. The more and more that you can take a practice, like looking in the mirror, this could even be when you're putting on your lotion, like I said, but look in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are, because you are unique and you have so many gifts and so many aspects of you that this world has never seen and the world will never see again. You are carrying something so special with you that is your body. So begin to acknowledge it for the beautiful superpower that it is. And I hope this video helped you guys. I'm sending you so much love. Know you are so beautiful and so unique, and I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. Bye.